Hello, friends and neighbors. Your old friend Curtis here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. And please continue to subscribe if you haven't, and continue sharing. And we really appreciate it. Now, what I'm getting ready to tell you is a true story. No joke. Really happened when I was a kid. Now, please do not judge my parents for this. They raised me better than this. They really did. But where I lived growing up, we had a big pasture, down below our house. Cows walked in it, and anyway, just big old pasture. And we played football there, baseball, flew the frisbee. But one thing about this pasture we had to watch out for is what some people call cow patties or cow manure. We had to watch out for these things. So we played in little areas, most of it where the cows wouldn't walk. But one day, I had a lot of uncles. They were like my brothers, and we got along just like brothers. And I love them dearly. And some have passed away, and I miss them so much. But we also had a neighborhood with people in the neighborhood, kids or whatever, and adults. Well, we all got together in the pasture one day, and something happened. I don't know really how it started, but we got into a cow manure fight. Now, I'm not talking about dry patties, where you get it, you can sling it and all this stuff. I'm sorry to say, this cow manure was wet and nasty. And here, I'm about 10 years old, somewhere around there, and I had no business being there, I know. But there was adults, teenagers, and all this. And this one particular guy, he thought it was be funny, and he was an adult. He got some cow manure, and he threw it, and he hit me with it, and covered me pretty good, and I was pretty upset about it. But I got this uncle, like I said, I got to straighten out my collar. My uncle, his name's Melvin. My dear Uncle Melvin. Well, I don't know if you remember this or not, Melvin. I don't know if you've even told your wife about this. But Melvin saw what happened. He said, you don't do that. You don't do that to Curtis. So he grabbed this guy in the back of the head, and he picked up a big pile of wet cow manure right in his face and rubbed it in. Now, you didn't mess with my Uncle Melvin. You didn't mess with him. He was a tough dude. Well, he said, you don't do that to Curtis. You got that? And I laughed. Man, I felt so good. My big uncle, my brother, took up for me, and he made sure that never going to happen to me again. Well, I thank you for that, Melvin, if I never thanked you for taking up for me. And now, when I went home covered in cow manure, you can imagine what my mama thought. But the thing is, I think she was very kind to me and very sweet, because I remember she told me to get to the shower, and what she did with my clothes, she might have burned them. I don't know, but they were covered and pretty nasty. So thank you, Mama, for being kind to me as you were. Well, that's my story, true story. As awful as it was, it's stupid, but it was funny at the time. All right, that's a new way to use cow manure if you ever think about it. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe. Love you. Bye.